All right, guys, what is up? Welcome on back to Madden 2025. This is gonna be the 2026 season. I just wanted to kind of go over some roster changes that were made in the off season. Not a ton, but I'll show you exactly what was done so you guys see. I signed Sam Howell as a backup quarterback, which I did not resign Skylar Thompson, which in reality probably would be a good thing. My running back is going to be again A-Chain right, and I signed Israel Abanaconda, who's out of Pittsburgh. I think he's a good back. I don't know if he's good all around, but he's a good runner, so I like him a lot. Ingold obviously is my fullback. Receiver-wise, we have Waddle, Peck, Washington, the same trio as last year. I signed this guy. Don't know how to say his name. I know he's a great player out of he plays for the Commanders right now. Whitworth, which is a guy that was drafted last year, and Wright, who was drafted this year. These are getting my kick returners and some developmental receivers. Tight ends, I signed. I have Jonnu Smith again for this, coming back for this season. Foster Moreau, who's a really good all-around tight end. He's a good backup, but he's a good football player, so complements that with Brevin Jordan. So that got a nice trio of tight ends, I think. As far as left tackle goes, it's going to be Patrick Paul. My left guard is going to be Austin Jackson, who plays guard as well. If you don't know much about him, he plays guard as well. So I did draft Borden, and I signed Green. So if there's an injury or something like that, I got two decent players to come in and play. I think I have Borden as the main backup because I want him to develop. Center again is Brewer and Bozeman. Avila is my right guard. Radunes is a main backup again at any position. He can play just about anything. And Levine, from a first-round pick from last year, still sitting there right tackle, which is actually blocking the blind side. So he's kind of technically the left tackle here. Jalen Phillips, and my starter here is actually going to be Chop Robinson, and Chubb's going to kind of be like a main backup. I couldn't move him. I wanted to, but I'll just leave him as a backup. In reality, you probably won't be happy with it, but it is what it is. Sealer, Fisk, I signed Hargrave. I think I re-signed him. I think I sent him last year, but and then Jenkins, one of my picks from last season. He's not developing well, so. And as far as left outside linebacker, I believe my starting left outside linebacker is Ivan Pace Jr., which I think he can play both. He's a good all-around linebacker. So it's Ivan Pace Jr., Jordan Brooks, and then I got these guys as all backups and kind of play whatever position. I like to have my linebackers to be very versatile. That's the one position I think that should be versatile. I know the NFL trend is to have offensive linemen that can play wherever. I think if you have linebackers who can, especially in a 43 defense, who can kind of cover and tackle and all that, you're going to have a tough set of linebackers to go against. So, and then Jimmy Davis, to me, should have been the fucking MVP of the season last year with, what do you have, like 150-something tackles or almost 200 tackles, and then he had like 11 sacks and 7 interceptions, and he somehow wasn't the league MVP, but whatever. So corners is probably the biggest, defensive back is the biggest change. I have Dale as my new number 1. Benford is my, I don't know if he's the number 2 or not. I can't remember. I think Lewis is number 2, and because Benford's good in the slot. So yeah, it's Dale and then Lewis, the 2 draft picks from last season. Benford in the slot, and then we have the backups Kendrick, Glenn, and Dockery. Glenn and Dockery were our rookies, and then Kendrick was someone I signed. So I signed Kendrick and Benford in the offseason, and Dale and Lewis were drafted from last season, and these 2 guys are drafted from this season. So I'm trying to build up a good young core of corners, which I think I've got that. As far as safeties go, I am starting Hitchens over Molden. There's not a big difference between the 2. And so I want to develop him. Molden's going to be kind of my number 1 backup at safety. He can play both positions. And then Sign, I think it's Sign is his name. I don't remember. But I signed him last year, and I kept him, so I just re-signed him. But and then I have Coffee. So you guys know Coffee, number 14. So it's going to be Coffee and Hitchens as kind of my safeties for the future. And then I signed Sanders, I kept Sanders and signed Camarda as my new punter. The other guy didn't want to stay, so I didn't sign him. So anyway, let's play the Ravens.
It's week 1 of the National Football League, where we've got ourselves a rematch of last year's AFC title game. It's the Ravens and the reigning Super Bowl champs under the lights on Thursday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here on the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
All right, it's already fucking wrong here. I put this depth chart, but they probably fucked it up. Hold on. Oh yeah, he's not hurt, so let's see what happens. They always like to fiddle with your fucking goddamn roster in this game. Yeah, see, Robinson's there. They fiddled with this shit. Oh, God, man.
Right to the air is Jackson. And Walker with it over the middle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And Walker has it. Room to maneuver at the 35. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Ravens are on the board here first in the season opener. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a great return, solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. The Dolphins take the field with Tua Tagovailoa, their quarterback from Alabama, at the helm.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
That 1 for 1, a lot more to go. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Ravens, 34 yards.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Now Tua. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. Sanders' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff up the middle, and the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. The quick feet by Jackson. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before.
Oh, guys, I'm thinking, let me look at my slot corners here. Yeah, I guess. All right.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. "46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their 2nd drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll dump this off to Achane. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Here's Tua. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Achane on the counter. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphins shaking up on the play. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Second and 5 at the 43-yard line.
Running right, here's Achane. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Baltimore with good starting. As they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. In motion, the tight end. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs early, not fighting just to get back to.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Miami set to take over. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Here's 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Tua going to throw. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Tua going to give this to Wright. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. He's stopped by the safety, Kyle Hamilton.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So now fourth down looming. Remember, these guys went for it on their last drive, but it didn't work out.
Even though it didn't work out, I would not be surprised at all if they went ahead and did it again.
You miss 100% of the shots you don't take.
Darn right.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Now a 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's third down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the... And fourth down now coming up. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now it's Wright. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. On play action, here's Tua. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there. 43 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did. All the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The tight end in motion right.
Delayed game.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. Here's Jackson to throw. Now, quick throw there is incomplete. The Ravens on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and a mile. Jackson now. He finds his man complete. That's Walker. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Ravens send their punter out now. Standing just outside his own goal line. .49-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Miami's offense set and ready to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
This is 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Couple of Alabama guys there. Tua to Waddle for the Miami first. Up the middle, Achane. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Right back to Achane on 2nd down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. Now Achane on 1st and 10. A nice little juke. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down at 7. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. The slot man in motion right. To throw is Jackson. He finds his man complete. It's Walker. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, 76 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll 32. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. They find themselves down 17-7 as they start this drive 1st and 10. The drive will start with an option going left. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Throwing is Jackson. That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Jackson from the shotgun. That one into the hands of Flowers. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And Jackson throwing once more. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Jackson. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. They'll set up a throw. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5. And that's going to make it 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. Some good games starting in the early window on Sunday, and one of the big ones features the New England Patriots as they'll match up against the Cleveland Browns. Then, later in the afternoon, we highlight that game going on in Houston, where it'll be the Texans taking on the Dallas Cowboys. And one final game to highlight. We wrap things up on Monday Night Football, and they've got a good one this week between the LA Chargers and the Buffalo Bills. The Dolphins got some strong play out of their quarterback number 1, Tua Tagovailoa. He came on after a slow start to fire 2 second-quarter touchdown passes and give his guys the lead at the intermission. We were certainly treated to an entertaining first half. Both these teams with some high points and maybe a couple of low points as well. So it's going to be a question of who can be the most disciplined team going forward.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They'll go again here with Wright, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. Here's 3rd and 3. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it, and that's a strong performance there defensively to force incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Oh, the motion comes too late. And this is going to be a delay.
Delayed game.
Just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Delayed game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 1st down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 20. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Throw caught by Flowers.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. 1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
The Ravens send their punter out now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. The Dolphins offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Wright. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll go right back to Wright. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. That one, a first down pickup of 8. They'll run out of the gun with Wright. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Into space at the 45. And all the way up to the 46. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Wright. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll give this to Wright, running right. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. From the 42-yard line, here's a 2nd and 4. A give up the middle to Wright. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Ravens 27-yard line.
They'll work the middle here with Wright. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. On 3rd down, here's a run by Wright. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He's got Smith here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating, there he is, and they passed him off to each defender. ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. The offense on third down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third and a few inches. Tua going to throw. He's going to have the first down and then some. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Jonnu Smith from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their fourth quarter lead. Sanders now to add the extra point. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Well, now how about this return? And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He's got his man. It's Andrews. Look at the big man rumble. And finally wrestled down at the 11. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Here's Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and that gets him back within 10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
That's going to be caught by Waddle. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. You take a look at his receiving numbers so far. He's been terrific. Up over 100 yards now for the game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. shifts by him. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 51 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And it's caught. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Achane will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion right here.
Delay of game.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still 3rd down.
Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. They go play action now. Jackson. That is caught. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll give them a fresh set of downs. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 38. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now Jackson. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins 21. 16 yards on that one at a Raven 1st. Oh, they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay.
Delay of game.
And that flag accepted. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. action. It's Jackson. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. Play action. Now Jackson. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. To throw is Jackson. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Flushed out right. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, they'll run it here. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Dolphins are going to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Another run on second down, trying to cover up. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know what's really strange? I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like 1 time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.